And Frozean coming in with vultures to distract. Comsat does go off, so he's going to be able to take out some of the mines, but the vultures were distracting the Goliaths, so they could not take out all the mines there. That was really nicely done. Unfortunately, those mines were in a line away from the Goliaths. If they'd been in like a flat line that the Goliaths had to encounter, they probably would have done even more damage, but nicely done nonetheless. The fact that those mines were all grouped up meant that he couldn't just pick them off quite as easily, partly because he was being a little bit haphazard just running in there. He wasn't microing quite as much, trying to get a bit of a counterattack on Frozean while Frozean's forces were in his base. Looks like he has managed to take out those vultures that were in his base. I don't know how much damage they did. I imagine they probably did at least a little bit. The phone's going off in the background. I apologize for that. I imagine they did at least a little bit of what's it called? Damn, SCVs. That's what I was thinking of. The phone totally threw me off. A little bit of damage to SCVs while they were in there, but in the meantime, both players have gotten their expansions up, so it is looking to turn into a longer macro game. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here next. Sorry, the phone call is completely throwing me off. Frozean, though, critically has gotten his siege tech out. So Frozean with the mines and the siege tech is going to be able... Dang it, my cell phone's going off now as well. Hey, Andrew, I'm in the middle of a commentary. Can I call you back? Okay, bye. Okay, sorry about that. So Frozean has a siege tech. He's going to be able to put down a little bit of a containment here outside of DarkElf's base, and it's going to be really difficult to break. I mean, he's just... Look at that. Nice little group of spider mines, siege tanks behind. DarkElf is producing a Wraith at the same time, but it's not... I don't think it's quite going to do enough. I mean, wait. Holy crap. I thought DarkElf had Goliaths around for some reason. I don't know why I thought that, but he does not have any Goliaths around, so I don't know how he's going to deal with this Wraith. Well, at least it's going to delay him for just a short amount of time. He doesn't even have turrets up or anything like that. In the meantime, okay, so things have completely flipped around from what I was thinking a moment ago. DarkElf looks to have the advantage here. He's got his siege tech up now as well. Basically, Frozean did not take advantage of the fact he had that siege tech earlier. He didn't push in quite enough. He was trying to set up this containment. But at this point, he's going to have to deal with these raids in a minute. And DarkElf has more tanks. He does have the siege mode as well. And now he's got the raids coming out as well. Now, Frozean's going to be able to get Goliaths out here in just a minute. But during that minute, he's probably going to lose a tank or two. And that's just going to be enough to break this containment. Hopefully, yeah, there goes the Comsat. He's going to be able to take out all those mines. Probably, yeah, there go most of the mines. He's probably going to get one more hit off on the mines. Nope, does not get another hit off on the mines, but he's going to... Okay, point being, he's going to be able to clear up the mines before he moves out with those tanks. So those mines are not going to be able to protect the tanks. There comes the Goliath, but it does not have charm boosters or anything like that, so the Wraiths are going to be able to get away quite easily, and they're still going to be able to do a lot of spotting for DarkElf siege tanks. So DarkElf here is probably going to push out in a minute here. Unsiege, move his tanks forward, and then siege up again, and just completely blow Frozean out of the water once he has a little bit more superiority. DarkElf, however, Frozean, however, has been pumping tanks out of a lot of factories, so he's actually managed to catch up pretty quickly. So again, things kind of flip back around. He's got the Goliaths out, which don't necessarily save him from those Wraiths. Those Wraiths are still going to be able to do some damage, especially if he doesn't have Charon boosters upgraded just yet. Anyway, so yeah, more. Okay, there's the Charon boosters. I'll bet. Well, that's the only upgrade he has left, so that must be Charon boosters upgrading there. Look at this. He's having to bring back his Goliaths to his base to take out these raids. In the meantime, the raids are probably just going to run back to the front line and attack his tanks again. I haven't seen an engineering base, so he doesn't have turrets going up or anything like that. Very nicely done by DarkElf, and there goes some Goliaths popping out of his factories. He does not arrange it to have them coincide with his other Goliaths, and now he's pulled his Goliaths off of the front line for no reason. It looks like he may have sent them back, actually. Yeah, okay, so he has sent those back. I guess he finally figured out that it was going to be quicker to just wait for those Goliaths to come out of his factories. Anyway, by the way, I'm sorry about interrupting for the phone call. Normally I would have paused or something like that, but the system I'm using right now, I can't really pause. I just have to go in one take. So sorry to interrupt for a moment there. Yeah, Frozean trying to get an expansion up, trying to use this. I mean, that's basically what the point of the contain is you contain the person, then you take the map. You take the map, you take more expansions, and then you're able to win the macro game in the long run. And nice, putting turrets up all over the place. Very, very nicely done. Making sure you can't get out at all. Oh, here comes some SCVs. He's going to try and move out with SCVs and try and take the hits with the SCVs. SCVs moving out. Not in a very good position, though. He loses a lot of SCVs in before his tanks are within range. Vulture's coming out to take hits as well. And the tank's not sieging up at all. It looks like it's going to be a complete slaughter, but he does get in close. If some mines go off on those tanks, that will be catastrophic for Frozean. A lot of mines being planted. I don't think they're in quite best position, though. Complete, utter failure. Complete failure by DarkElf. And now Frozean knows he has a huge advantage. He unsieges his tanks to move in for the kill. This is going to be it. DarkElf is going to be going down in this first game, second game of the set, but his first game there. So he is going to go to the losers match, and he's going to have to face Luxury in the losers match. That's not gonna be easy for him at all. So wow, absolutely catastrophic. Basically, DarkElf just trying to move out. He bunched up his SCVs, so they got destroyed quickly. He sent them out into the range of fire before he was ready to move out with his forces. He bunched up his units. He did not siege his tanks when they were within range of the enemy siege tanks. He had inferior numbers. Just everything went wrong for DarkElf there, and Frozean takes the win. Good game.